Egypt, Arkansas. The whole America was Egypt, y'all. This is a real street sign. Now, river sign is pointing towards the Mississippi River. Okay, the area was called Promised Land Township before receiving the name Egypt around 1902 due to its abundance of corn. Remember that, abundance of corn. The name Egypt was given to the town around 1902 after the area was described by promoters as the Promised Land. One story claims the name came from a trader who compared the abundance of corn to that described in the biblical book of Genesis about ancient Egypt. Egypt is America, y'all. Egypt is America. Okay? America grows far more corn than Egypt. 350 million metric tons compared to today 7.4 million metric tons. So all the Bible stuff relate to America. The Egypt, Chickasaw County in Mississippi, 1864 before the Civil War. So it was Egypt before it was Chickasaw, y'all. All these Indian names, it was Egypt before Chickasaw. Okay? So check this out. Native Americans lived in Egypt. Remember, Native American means the land that you're from. Egypt, okay? In the 1800s. So they have to tell you spiritual law, and this the Etal Indians. Spiritual law, they have to tell you. So that's why they're revealing a lot of truth now, because they have to. These names never changed. They left it as is. They just never talked about it. This land been called Egypt in Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Memphis, and all that. So check this out. Families even before the Chickasaw Treaty, the Big Creek further south towards Memphis was the Egypt settlement, part of the exotic Egypt naming area. Okay? God promised Abraham that his descendants would become a great nation. The Exodus is the story of these descendants, through Jacob's 12 sons of tribes of Israel leaving Egypt to become that of the promised nation. So look, the Trail of Tears is the Bible repeating itself in Exodus. Trail of Tears, okay? We left there. The government drove us out, and Abraham Lincoln gave us the land back. Look, it's Egypt in Arkansas, Egypt in Mississippi, Egypt in Alabama, Egypt in Tennessee. It's Egypt in Missouri too. So look at these people in the slave trade, in the Egypt slave trade in Arkansas. Those are our people. Those are copper-colored people. The slave trade in Egypt. Look, although Egypt, Arkansas was not a major center of slaveholding, it was part of the Craighead County where a small enslaved population was recorded before the Civil War. Okay? Egypt plantation in Mississippi before the Civil War. So Abraham Lincoln was fighting in Egypt, y'all. Egypt Grove in Missouri, an unincorporated community. Okay? So Abraham Lincoln was actually fighting in Egypt. They don't tell y'all that. Trump, this Egypt, Arkansas, this the presidential election ballot. This what they really hide. Look how big Egypt really was. This what they really